Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Sports Talk with kerry wehmeyer show for Friday, November 13th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and also Sportscasters. So once again, thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and send out our links to everybody. We'll send our links out to the Sportscaster audience that's on Sportscast. So let me go ahead and send that out to you. And then we'll send out to Facebook, and then we'll send the other ones out. I'm waiting to see if it goes through. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second to try to get it sent over. I don't know what's going on. It's so Sportscast is so damn slow. So we'll send this link out to Sportscaster and send the links out to Facebook, and we'll send links out to YouTube as well. It is. So the links. Send a link. The link is sent over. Okay, let me send this over to the other one, to YouTube. I'm gonna drop this off. Okay, we'll send this link over to them. Link is sent over, and we'll send over to, once again, we'll rush this up. We'll send this over to send this link over. The links all sent over to once again Sportscaster, StreamYard, and Facebook. So once again, and YouTube. So once again, let's begin going over some news headlines here. Now let's see if we're on. Looks like we're on live. Yeah. So let's see if we're on. We're on Sportscaster. We want to make sure. So we're on the Sportscaster side. So we got 11. Looks like we got 11 viewers. I'm looking at it right now. So thanks for joining us. Kitty Cat in Heel, also Chubby. Thanks for joining us. So let's go over some news headlines here on this Friday. Let's switch this out. And we'll go over to the ESPN side, and I'll put the share audio in just in case we need to play videos. Okay, let's go give it a Masters update. Masters update right now going on in earnest. So let's give you an update on that. The Masters leaderboard as we go. Okay, the Masters leaderboard is updated right now. Dustin Johnson, 8 under par. Today he is 1 under par. He's shooting a 65. So get this out. Once again, Justin Thomas, also 7 under par. He's tied for second. Sunjin IM is 7 under par. And also Paul Casey from England is 7 under par. Also, John Augustin is 6 under par. So once again, tied for 5th. Let's see where Tiger Woods is at. I'm looking. Tiger Woods is in tied for 12th. He's 4 under par in that matchup. So 4 under par for him. Ricky Fowler is 3 under par. So a couple of U.S. Players is tied for 12th. And once again, the two Thomas and Johnson is at the in the top leaderboard. So once again, the Masters up in Augusta, Georgia. That's going on right now on ESPN Plus. So please, if you want to, if you have a time, go over there and view it. Okay, let's go over to talking about the Miami Marlins. How's everybody doing? Cameron, what's going on? Cameron, how you doing? If you're new, thanks for welcome aboard. Okay, once again, Miami Marlins hire Ken NG as the new female general manager of the Miami Marlins. She is a first Asian GM to be hired with the Miami Marlins. So once again, NG, 51 years old, recently served as the senior vice president of baseball operations. So I think she'll most likely make a great manager for the Miami Marlins as they go into their reloading mode since they got into the World Series, stuff like that. Once again, Derek Jeter, in a statement, hired her on. So I think this is a great hire for, and also she is a woman. So I think that's a woman of, so the introduction will begin at 11 a.m. on Monday. That'll be 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Central, so 10 a.m. Central. Once again, Miami Marlins hire Ken NG as the new female general manager. I think it's a good. Once again, if you're a Miami Marlins fan, you think this is a great hire, you can come on to the StreamYard link and just come on and video chat about it. Or if you want to do it regular chat, you can. If you think that's a great hire, you can do that. You can put your comments in. Also, YouTube and Facebook, same thing. If you want to do that, you can. I think to me, once again, it's telling you something right here that they need to hire women managers and stuff like that. Because what? To be honest with you, I think a woman can do a hell of a lot better job than a man. I mean, I don't want to be sexist or nothing, but it's just my opinion. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. And we'll move along. Okay, let's go over to this one. Okay, Arizona State Cal game is canceled after Herm Edwards players tested positive for the COVID-19. So once again, another game that's being postponed due to the COVID-19 situation going on in the. So let's see who's in here. Hookem, Luke, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in on this Friday morning. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com for more information. Okay, let's pull this down. Okay, the Big 12 commissioner, Bob Bowlesby, downplays the talk of delay of college football playoffs. So let's put this in.
But I don't think that his comments, I didn't take them anyway to be foreshadowing that they are planning to do this. I think that they have just accepted the fact that, as you stated a moment ago, that the virus is in control. Virus is going to virus, as they say, and you have to be ready to adapt and try to handle it as best you can. And if that entails moving, then it entails moving. But I think that is something that the powers that be in college football would like to avoid, if at all possible, but they're not going to be reckless and stubborn in trying to avoid it. But, obviously the idea, I think, would be to get to the finish line, particularly January 1st, and hope that they can do so safely.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with people. Look, if they do kind of delay the college football playoff, they most likely going to have to reschedule because, look, you're going to have bowl games and stuff like that. And also, you're going to have the college football playoff, which begins in January. So you're going to have a mess on your hands if they do decide to delay the college football playoff. So once again, I think, to be honest with you, I think they should just continue with it. Try to put the safety precautions in and just go with the flow. I mean, or like I said, just kind of if you want to put fans in there, just probably put maybe several fans or something like that. That would be a good idea. But delaying the college football playoffs, I think it's absolutely ludicrous, to be honest with you. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. That's ESPN.com. And we will move along. Let's see what else we'll talk about. Let's pull this up. Okay. Bill Belichick gets defensive over New England Patriots' recent draft results. That's Bill Belichick asked right there. Right. Once again, they're 3-5 right now. They're going to have to get better. They definitely going to have to get better because they're going to be they're going to have a rough road ahead of them. Absolutely rough road. So once again, this is from this morning's KJC's show. That's so let's hear what they had to say.
You the job. If you didn't want it, why did you take it? Like, it's one of those things, he keeps picking the scab. And to me, it sounds like a swan song. Like, now when you start reflecting on some of the greatest decisions that you ever made, that's when I think you're getting ready to leave. And you think about Josh McDaniels. A couple of years ago, he had an opportunity to go to Indianapolis and to be the head coach. All of a sudden, he reversed field, came back to the Patriots, and all of a sudden, Bill Belichick says, I'm going to give you my world. First of all, of course, I would have out Josh McDaniels. What the hell you been giving me since I've been here all this time? If you want to give me your world, like, now you want to give it to me? I think he's going to give Josh McDaniels his world pretty soon. I just think the world is going to be on fire without a franchise quarterback, because this is the perfect time for Bill Belichick to ride off into the sunset.
Yes, as of right now, they don't have a franchise quarterback. They have Cam Newton, but they don't have a franchise quarterback like they had in Tom Brady. So they're going to have some problems going into their last couple of weeks of the season. Right now, they're 3-5. They have to get a lot better. That's just what I'm talking about. I mean, because to be honest with you, those losses that they got, that 3-5 record just absolutely is not going to cut it with fans up in Boston. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what this is about. Okay, once again, Pac-12 testing errors knocked 3 Stanford players, including Davis Miles, out for the Oregon game. So once again, the testing errors is they're having some kind of problems with testing in the Pac-12 side. So it looks like they're going to be having no players that's going to be playing in those games this coming weekend. So once again, that's just another situation going on, another fiasco. Hopefully they can get their testings corrected and stuff like that, because look, if these players are not tested positive, they should play. But if they are tested positive, they most likely won't play. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. And let's see. Let's go over some. Let's pull this up. Okay. We'll give you some news headlines. Okay. Once again, Cleveland Browns facility is closed due to coronavirus pandemic. So once again, up in Berea, Ohio, looks like they're going to be playing the Browns this Sunday, but the facility is closed. Once again, players was tested positive for the coronavirus. So that is from Jake Trotter. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. And let's see what else we'll discuss. Looks like what was up on the screen. Okay, once again, 9 quarterback candidates for MVP in 2020. Top 5 players from Devin Cook to Aaron Donald. This is what they're talking about. These are the players that's going to be in the running for the MVP award at the end of the year. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Dan Graziano is the writer. Okay, let's see what else we'll discuss. Looks like we got everything down pack. Okay, let's go over to NFL action. Okay, once again, Week 10 picks, schedules, guide, and also fantasy football stuff. So once again, Week 10 schedule. We'll have great matchups going into the week. In additionally, ESPN Stats and Information provides the stats for every game, and also the Football Power Index also gives it. So let's go ahead and give you those breakdowns. Okay, once again, Buccaneers versus Panthers and their games in Buccaneers-Panthers. The spread is 5.5 for Tampa Bay. I think most likely Tampa Bay will bounce back and win this game. So it's going to be 30-21, but they say Tampa Bay will win. That's the FBI predictions. So most likely Tampa Bay will bounce back in their games. Now, the Packers versus Jaguars, it'll be 12 noon this Sunday. Green Bay is favored by 13 to win. Bold prediction is Jake Luton will be sacked at least 4 times this Sunday. I'm pretty sure he most likely will. Now, stats to know, Elias, Sports Bureau data, Green Bay, Devontae Adams, joins Calvin Johnson for at least 10 receptions and 150 yards a game. So once again, what to know fantasy. Once again, James Robinson has 6 games with more than 14.5 points. Bet Nuggets against the spread. Jacksonville is 1-5. Green Bay is 5-1. So it's most likely going to be a good game. So probably going to be a blowout for the Packers, 31-17. They're predicting. And also 33 another pick is 33-13. So they have a 90% chance of winning. That's an average of 17.7 points on those matchups. So once again, that is now the next games we're going to be looking at is the Browns and the Texans. That'll be this coming Sunday. The Browns are favored by 3.5 points. What to watch for, Nick Chubbs is one of their players to watch out for. So that's what's going to happen. Bold predictions. Regardless of who's starting at running back for the Browns, the team will rush more than 175 yards. I think they most likely will get that 175 in general. So that's probably going to be what's going to happen. That's on the bold predictions. Now, the stats to know, Deshaun Watson has 6 straight games with multiple passing touchdowns, the second longest streak in the NFL after Russell Wilson with 9. So that's he's probably going to have a big game there. Now, injuries, Browns, both teams are kind of down. Will Fuller, it has 2.43 fantasy points per target. So he's probably going to be, and also Metcalf as well. See the Week 10 ratings. Also, the bet nugget, the Texans are 0-5 in the straight ATS as an underdog and 0-4 on the road. The Texans are 1-7, so once again, their record's not too good. They're kind of shabby on those records going into the week 10 of the season. So that's the breakdown on that game. I think it's going to probably be the Browns winning by 7. So one of them got it by 7. Trotter has it by maybe a 4-point differential, 61%. Cleveland will win this game. So I think that's probably going to be the what they're going to go with. Now the Eagles versus the Giants. Philadelphia's favored by 3.5 to win the game. I think they'll take that game convincingly. Once again, the FPI has Philly at 64.8% chance of winning. So that's kind of what they're discussing right there. So I think it's probably going to be a little higher in the game. It's they're predicting 31-22. One guy's predicted 31-22, and then Ramadi is going to 32-20, but I think it's going to be maybe a 10 to 11 point game, depending on the circumstances with their team. Once again, Washington versus Detroit. That'll be this Sunday, 1 p.m., 12 noon here in the Central. Detroit is favored by 3.5 points, and looks like Lions will win. And the FPI prediction has Detroit winning by at least it's a 53%. Now the Bills versus the Cardinals, two teams looks like they're going to be fighting for playoff considerations in their respective divisions. Bold prediction looks like total yards will be fewer than 350 for the Arizona Cardinals. I'm pretty sure it most likely will be. Buffalo is 1-4 against the spread and over the past 5 games. And looks like Buffalo will win. Two projections has them doing that. And Arizona is a 58% chance of winning. I think that's probably going to be what's going to happen in that game. Now, Denver versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are favored by 4 to win this game. I think they're going to win maybe by, I'd say, about 6.5. That's probably going to be the biggest lead for them. Now, Miami versus the LA Chargers. Miami's favored by 1, so it depends on what Tua Tagovailoa does in his game this Sunday. Looks like the Dolphins will lose this game. Smith has it at 27-23. Wolf has it 27-23. So it's both a similar prediction. 64% says Miami might win it, so I'm pretty sure they will win this game on Sunday. Now, once again, LA Rams versus Seattle. Seattle 6-2. The Rams are 5-3. The Rams are favored to win by 2. I'm pretty sure they'll win by maybe, I say, close to 5 points. So 2 predictions have them winning by maybe by a 2-point margin. 30's pick has it at 28-26, and Henderson's pick is 28-26. 55.7% chance of winning. I'm pretty sure they most likely will get that. That's on the projection. Now, the 49ers and Saints, this game is favorite. Saints are favored by 10, but I'm gonna say it's gonna probably be a 10 to 15 point victory, if you ask me. Because look, if the Saints can come out and play like they did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit with the Saints. So I say it's going to be 10 to 15 points, but they're kind of let's give you their prediction. Looks like they got the Saints winning 37-20. Wagner got it, Triplet got it 30 to 19. So once again, I'd say Triplet's going to probably be correct in his pick. The projection has the Saints winning by it's a 60% margin, so 60% margin right there on a prediction. So it's probably going to be a good consistent game. Now, what to know on the fantasy? 49ers in the bottom 10 in opponents' completion percentage at 67.9%, and Drew Brees is at 78, close to 80%. That's just now the 49ers looking to avoid a 3-game losing streak since week 10 through 13 in 2018. They were 22-8 with Jimmy Garoppolo. So they're now 5-22 behind that span. So they're 5-22. But they were 22-8 with Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback. So they're probably going to be having either Nick Mullins playing, or hopefully he will play. Now, Steelers versus Bengals, that will be this coming Sunday. They are favored by 7.5 points. And most likely, I'd say the Steelers will come out on top by maybe, I'd say, 8 or 9 points. That most likely will be the over the past 10 seasons, the Cincinnati Bengals are 31-16 against the spread. That's it's a road underdog, second best performance percentage in now underdog in general. They're 15-6 in the NFC North since 2018. So once again, 71% chance of winning in that game. So it's probably going to be that one. Now on Sunday Night Football, the Ravens versus Patriots. Baltimore's favored by 7 in their game. They're favored by 7.5. I think they'll win by maybe close to that. Probably be a 6-point game or something like that. It'll be probably under 7, to say the least. But they have a 66% chance of winning. That's probably going to be a 5%. Now the Bears and Vikings on Monday Night Football. The Bears are 5-4. The Minnesota Vikings are favored by 2.5 to win their game. I'm kind of looking at this game. I'm kind of going to say it's going to be maybe a 3-point game, to say the least. Now, Minnesota has a 59.1% chance of winning. So that's probably going to be the biggest. But if Minnesota, I'd say if the Bears come out, win that game, I think the Bears will come out and win that game by maybe at least, I'd say 3, close to 3. But if Minnesota comes out and plays consistent in that first half, they will most likely win by maybe, I'd say 3 as well. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's give you another update on the Masters going on. Let's give you another leaderboard update. I'm going to go ahead and go over that leaderboard for you. Okay, the leaderboard, once again, Justin Thomas, once again, 8 under par. So that's going into the round 2 of the tournament. He shot 66, so he's 66 in round 1. So round 2 will be beginning in just a few begins today. The tee time will be 1:19, 12:19, just about a half hour from now. A few minutes. Most likely they will be teeing off again. So once again, that's from ESPN. That's the Masters updates. Okay, let's go over. Let's see what else we'll talk about here. Looks like we're going to go to another page. Let's see. We're going to go over the Crescent City Sports. I'm going to pull it up just a second. Crescent City Sports. Let's see what's going on locally. Okay, let's go over to the local. Okay, once again, Friday Night Football prep games, prep coverage will begin tonight. We will have the prep high school football show tonight. That will be on Sportscaster and StreamYard. That will be later on this evening. Games will be going on this evening. You can listen to the. We'll have the prep football roundup in conjunction with our show, Friday Night High School Football Show. That will begin after the Chalmette versus Bonneville game. So we will have that coverage for you on Sportscasters. So that will be later on this evening. So once again, scores from yesterday. Simpson Captain wins 42-0 over Simpson Christian. Bird wins 28-7 over Captain Shreve. Carver wins 22-18. Douglas wins 55-6 over Fisher. East Ascension wins 44-0 over McKinley. East Jefferson wins 36-27 over Higgins. That was yesterday's scores. Also, Hanson Memorial wins 22-20. Haynes Academy winning 18-14. Highland Baptist winning 52-30. It was Carr winning over Bell Chase out in Bell Chase yesterday, 35-0. Also, it was Lake Charles College Prep winning 40-27 over Ioway. That's in Southwest Louisiana. Also, Lincoln Prep winning 52-34. Mentorship Academy winning 50-8. Oak Grove winning 54-0 against Sicily Island. Overland winning 50-13. Ouachita Christian winning 27-7 over St. Frederick's in Monroe. Also, Parkway winning 49-27 against Southwood. Peabody winning 8-0 over Bolton. Southside winning over Como 36-14. And St. James winning 61-3 over Patterson. And Thibodeau winning yesterday 36-35 over H.L. Bourgeois. And also Union Parish winning 48-18 over Carroll. That is yesterday's scores. Let's go to okay. Once again, LSU women's basketball schedule is announced. So we'll go through that schedule for you. So let's look at those schedules. Okay, yes. LSU women's basketball, the 16-game conference will begin on Thursday, December 31st. So conference will begin early for the LSU women's basketball team. LSU also announced a shortened non-conference schedule. The Tigers will begin their season at the South Point Thanksgiving Shootout on Thanksgiving weekend. LSU will face BYU on November 27th and West Virginia on November 28th at the South Point Casino Inspired. That's in Las Vegas. Let's give you the schedule. Let's go ahead and break down the schedule for you. Okay, once again, LSU will take on BYU. That's out in Las Vegas. That'll be an 8:30 game. We'll probably most likely will have that game for you on Sportscaster audio stream if we do that. Also on the 28th, it will take on West Virginia. That'll be at 5:45. That game will be on 107.3. We'll probably have that game. Hopefully, we will have that game for you. Also, they will take on UCF. That'll be in the PMAC. That'll be on 107.3 and also SEC Network Plus. So that most likely will be on. We will have games. That'll be for college basketball, the women's side. Also, December 14th, they will take on Texas Southern. That'll be in the PMAC. That game will also be on 107.3 and also ESPN SEC Network Plus. Saturday through Monday, December 19th through 21st, they'll be out in Las Vegas to be determined. They will take on Auburn. That will be on a Thursday night at the PMAC. We'll probably will have that game for you. Hopefully we will have that game for you on Sportscaster. That will be on, it'll be a 6 p.m. tip. That will be against Auburn. Sunday, January 3rd, it will take on Ole Miss. That'll be at 2 p.m. Also, Thursday, January 7th, they will take on Alabama. That'll be in Tuscaloosa. Also, they will take on Texas A&M on the 14th of January. Also, they'll take on Missouri. That'll be on a Monday night. That'll be 7 p.m. Let's see. They will take on South Carolina. That'll be in the PMAC. They will take on Georgia. That'll be in Annapolis. That'll be in once again. That'll be in Georgia. Also, they'll take on Ole Miss. That'll be a 1 p.m. game. That'll be on New Year's Eve. Also, they'll take on Texas A&M. That'll be in College Station. So that game's going to be on the road. That game will be on 107.3 and also the SEC Network. Also, they'll take on Florida. That'll be on Thursday night in the PMAC. Also, they'll take on South Carolina. Will be in South Carolina. That game will be on 107.3. So all games will be on 107.3 and also the SEC Network Plus. They will take on once again. So Florida will be on Thursday, and then South Carolina. Then it will take on Kentucky. That'll be a Thursday night. That will be on 107.3 and also ESPN SEC Network Plus. They will take on Arkansas. That'll be in the PMAC. That'll be on a Sunday. They also will have a Thursday night game against Mississippi State. That'll be at the PMAC. And also Vanderbilt and Nashville, Tennessee. And also SEC tournament will begin March 3rd through 7th. That will be in Greenville, South Carolina. So once again, all the games will be on 107.3 and also the SEC Network. So that is your LSU women's basketball schedule for this year. So we probably will be doing some games, both women's and men's on Sportscast. So we are, like I said, once again, we are the play-by-play coverage area of LSU, Tulane, and LSU, Tulane athletics, and also Southeastern athletics as well on Sportscasters. So once again, that is your LSU basketball schedule. So let's give you an update. Okay, once again, LHSAA volleyball updates from Friday, November 13th. Let's go through those games. Let's go to the winners. Okay, once again, Dominican beats Salford 25-16, 6-16, and 25-20. So it's a 3-0 advantage. Mandeville wins over Dutchtown in their match. Also, St. Joseph defeats Fontainebleau in their match. And also, Mount Carmel defeats North Shore. In Division II volleyball, Turlings Catholic defeats State Standing Scalias. Also, Vanderbilt Catholic defeats Ben Franklin in their matchup. And Academy Our Lady defeated South Terrebonne. And also St. Thomas More defeated Bow Chase in their matchup. They're the 7th seed. St. Thomas More is the 2nd seed. Also in Division III volleyball, Edie White defeated Pearl River. Cabrini defeated Lutcher. Hannon defeated St. Louis Catholic. And Ursuline Academy defeated St. Michael's. Now in Division IV volleyball, it's Assumption Episcopal defeating Park View Baptist. Sacred Heart defeating Notre Dame. Pope John Paul II defeated Catholic of New Iberia. And also John Curtis defeated Lafayette Christian. That is in Division 4. Now it looks like Division 5. Let's go through those matchup scores. Okay, Country Day defeated Episcopal of Acadiana. Assumption Catholic would take on Catholic Point Capee. McGee taking on Westminster Christian. And Central Catholic taking on Northwood Christian. Now, today's action, Division 1, Dominican taking on Mandeville. Mount Carmel taking on St. Joseph Academy. Turland Catholic will take on Vanderbilt Catholic. So those games are going on right now. And St. Thomas More taking on Academy of Our Lady. Also, Division 3 action, Edie White taking on Cabrini. Hannon will take on Ursuline Academy. That'll be 11 a.m. So once again, those games are going on out at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. So that's going on. Volleyball, the state volleyball championships. Once again, Assumption Episcopal will take on Sacred Heart. John Curtis will take on Pope John Paul II. And Division 4 will be Country Day and Assumption Catholic, and also Central Catholic will take on McGee. So that is going on right now. Let's go over to the next. Okay, once again, Southeastern releases its men's basketball schedule. So we're going to go through those. So we're going to be going through that as we go. So we'll begin our, they will have a 16-game conference slate beginning November 25th. They will have Purdue Fort Wayne. That'll be at Purdue Fort Wayne. So once again, the first basketball game for Southeastern will be against Purdue Fort Wayne. And also they will take on UAB, and they will take on UC Santa Barbara. They'll be out on the West Coast. Also, they'll take on Cal Baptist. That'll be on December 4th. They will take on Louisiana Tech. That'll be at Louisiana Tech, so they won't be home for a while. They won't be home until January. They're going to be away for a long time. So they're going to have road games. They will take on Missouri State. They will take on Texas A&M. They will take on Stephen F. Austin to start off the conference schedule. And they will take on Grambling. They will take on Lamar on December 29th. Also, they will take on their home schedule will be Texas A&M Corpus Christi. There will be a 4 p.m. game. We will also have Southeastern basketball on Sportscaster as well, so we'll be doing that as well. We'll take on Sam Houston State. That will be on January 6th. They will take on Nichols at Nichols. That will be on January 9th. Also, they'll take on Abilene Christian at Abilene Christian. They'll take on McNeese. January 23rd, they'll take on Northwestern State in Lake Charles. January 27th, they will take on Central Arkansas. They will take on UNO. They will be at home. They will also take on Sam Houston State. And it'll be at Sam Houston State. So they'll go back to Huntsville for their game. They'll take on Nichols at home on February 13th. It'll be a 7 p.m. game. Also, they will take on Texas A&M Corpus Christi out in Corpus Christi. They'll take on Abilene Christian. That'll be on February 20th. They'll take on McNeese. That'll be a 7 p.m. game. They'll take on Northwestern State. That'll be to be determined because the football season will begin on February 27th against Sam Houston. That'll be hopefully they will have to make a schedule for that. They will take on Central Arkansas. That'll be at Central Arkansas. Also, they will take on UNO on the lakefront. It'll be on March 6th. And they'll have the Southland Conference basketball tournament. That'll be in Katy, Texas. So once again, we will have also have Southeastern basketball on the air. If they're home games, if they have home games, we will video stream them. Sportscaster. If they're road games, we will have audio streams as well. So it's probably going to be the schedule for Southeastern basketball this year. So once again, pretty complex schedule. I think it's very challenging schedule for this Lion basketball team to be in general. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. That's crescentcitysports.com. Let's go over to this article right here, previewing Xavier Gold Nuggets women's basketball. This is a women's basketball preview. Once again, the Xavier Gold Rush getting their basketball seeding started. Gold Nuggets rank in the league at top tier in both assists and points allowed in games. So it looks like they had a good season. Looks like they're going to be making another run to the NEIA tournament. So once again, they're under coach Ben Broader. He is the coach of the Lady Gold Nuggets. They're going to have a pretty good season. I think they're most likely going to. They finished 16-15 last year. They went 6-8, but they finished in 5th place. They did lose in the Gulf Coast Conference semifinals. So once again, their top returning starters is Virgil, Irons, and Duncan. They lost Moore and Wells. The newcomers coming in is Bishop and Desai and Smith. So I'm gonna be honest with you. That's going to be a very complex schedule for the complex team with Xavier. So I'll look at it this way. I think they're going to make. They finished 6-8 last season. They also finished 5th in the Gulf Coast Conference, but they did lose in the semifinals. So if they can make another run, the sky is the limit for Xavier. So once again, previewing the Xavier Gold Rush women's basketball team. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Okay, let's go over to the Tulane basketball This is their non-conference schedule, so we're going to go through that non-conference schedule. So once again, this is from Adam Miller. Please follow him at Crescent City Sports. Once again, let's give you that breakdown. So let's give you, once again, they will tip off the season on November 27 against Lamar at 1 p.m. That'll be the first Tulane Classic. Also, they'll take on Liscombe in 2 days. So that's going to be their tip-off. Tulane owns a 4-1 record all time against Lamar, calling it 93-77 beating win last time. That was back in 2010. So I'm looking for bigger and better things out of this Tulane basketball team this year. To be honest with you, I'm looking for bigger and better things. I mean, Coach Hunter knows how to get those guys going, and I think this is the second year. I think he's going to make some headways this year in the American Conference when it comes down to it. So once again, this is from Tulane basketball schedule. Okay, let's talk about this. The year of Tulane football. Tulane football year of the green turns 50 years old. This is the team that went to the Liberty Bowl back in 1970. They finished with 8 wins that year. So so I look at it this way. This is a very prestigious honor for the Tulane 1970 football team. They went to the Liberty Bowl. They finished 17th in the AP polls back in 1970. So they're going to be honoring those individual players from the 1970 football team. It was the year of the green. So I think that's going to be a big honor at the Army game tomorrow. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, Walford and Smart preseason all SEC. LSU is picked third by the media, so LSU will be picked third this year. I think they're probably going to surpass that and probably finish in first. I think they most likely will make a tournament run. They had a chance to get into the semifinals last year, but unfortunately, with the coronavirus, it was just not meant to be. So I think it's a new year, so they're probably going to make another NCAA run in the tournament. So once again, this is from this is the preseason polls. Tennessee's picked number 1, Kentucky number 2, LSU 3, Florida number 4, Alabama 5, Arkansas 6, Auburn 7, South Carolina 8th, Ole Miss 9th, Missouri 10th, Texas A&M 11th, Mississippi State 12th, Georgia 13th, and also Vanderbilt finishing last in the conference. Now the Smart was on the second team, and Walford's on the first team. So congratulations to those two individuals for LSU basketball. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crescentcitysports.com. So let's see what else they'll talk about. Looks like I think we covered everything. So looks like we covered mostly. Let's go to some Twitters. I'm going to go to some Twitters, and they'll wrap the show up for Friday. Go to Twitter, see what we can discuss on Twitter. Okay, once again, let's go over to Twitter. Once again, Gary Smith talking about the 5 non-conference games. That's so. Once again, this is from Gary Smith. Please follow him at Gary Smith. He does cover Tulane basketball and football. Also, let's see. Isaac has out UD returns for its 18th season, so it looks like he will join. So Louisiana Tech congratulates Cody Rossi for being a candidate for the Senior Class Award. Congratulations to him on that honor. So let's see what else. Brett McMurphy has former Notre Dame quarterback Paul Hornlin, who won the Heisman Trophy, passed away at 84. Please give your thoughts and condolences to his family. And looks like Udamas Hassan will return for his 18th season. He gets a 1-year deal worth $2.5 million. So he is going to return to the Miami Heat. So once again, Full Sports NOLA has at least the top 25, not at the top. Refresh. So that's what they're talking about. Let's look at it. Let's see what this is about. Okay, this is the top 25 coming in. Looks like I'm looking at it right here. So it's kind of Army comes in at 25. So once again, Tulane will take on Army this coming Saturday. So it looks like pretty good top 25 comparisons. Once again, this is from Pack Center NB. That's in out in Nevada. So once again, they're talking about the new general manager for the Miami Marlins, Kim Ng. She is named the general manager. So that's a great hire. Once again, sportscaster news, Chris Paul may be heading to Los Angeles. Looks like he is. Let's see what this is about. I'm gonna switch this over, see what this news on Sportscaster is all about. Share the screen and see what we can look at. Okay, this is from Sportscaster News. Sportscaster News. It's no more technical hold. Once again, Chris Paul eyeing a move in Los Angeles. Looks like he's most likely going to be eyeing that move. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen sooner or later. He will. He played for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looks like he's going to be going there. So that's once again. This is for Sportscaster News. Please follow them at Sportscaster News. So let's get this switched out. So Darren Rebell showing the New Orleans Pelicans new uniforms. I'll show you those new uniforms. Let's give you those new uniform looks. The new uniform look has the blue numbering and red with the 3 Florida leaves on it. I think I like this. I think I love this uniform. I really do. I absolutely like it. It's a sleek design. the show in the city, and the two. I mean, I know you're going to have a lot of people that's going to have a lot of opinions and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, I think I love these uniforms. To be honest with you, I think I love them. I know people don't like them, but that's just their opinion, and I have my opinion. So I think they're sleek. Dad's calling, so hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. I was doing a showing. Yeah. They didn't have a point to say they had busted pipes. So I had wait till Monday. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. No, I went over there this morning and they told me that. Yeah. Yeah. That, that's what they hate. Um, it's 988 5344. 5344. Yeah. Yeah. No, it isn't accept. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, they said it over there. The pipe was busted. They had it busted. No, I went over there. Yeah, I went over there this morning. And after this morning, yeah. All right. No, that's what this time. That's this time. Yeah, 7 8. That's what he is. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Thanks for the call. I get a call. That's what I have to do. I can't just fucking sorry. Okay, once again, I apologize. I had to take a phone call, so once again, we'll go over some more Twitter. Apologize to everybody that was on Sportscaster, YouTube, and Facebook. I really apologize for that. I had to step away for a few minutes, so once again, I apologize. Let's go through some more Twitters, and we'll wrap this up. I don't want to hold y'all up for long, so I'm sorry for that. So let's go over some more Twitters. So let's scroll to the Twitters. I'm going to scroll through those Twitters. Okay, once again, this is from The Athletic. UFC escapes Arizona State fans with no shortage of concerns. That's what they're talking about on that one. So once again, this is from The Athletic. So we're going to go through some more tweets before we wrap this up. I'm going through the tweets right now. This is from Fish Sports. Follow him at Fish Sports, talking about DC loss to the Colts and stuff like that. So how the Cowboys lose DC Emerfuse to the Colts. So we're going through all the Twitters. Let's get those finished. So we'll go through that. And 247 Sports, SEC officially asked December 19th to play a game, a makeup game. So probably it's going to happen down the line. So that is from SEC Sports. Go to SEC on 247. That's 247 Sports. Let's see what else we'll discuss. Looks like we're going to wrap it up today. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back later here on StreamYard for high school football, the Friday night high school football show that will be here later on this evening. We'll have Chalmette football versus Bonneville, and also we'll have live in-game audio coverage of the prep roundup shows. They will have audio reports from different games across the state. So they will, in conjunction with our show, the Friday night high school football show that will be simulcast here on Sportscaster and StreamYard. So once again, thanks for joining us. Sorry for that we had I had to step away for a few minutes. I mean, look, when you have something like that, you gotta answer the phone. So that's just how it is. So once again, can't do nothing about it. Just let's go ahead. Like you said, share, follow us on Sportscaster. Also follow us on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us also on Tumblr. Follow us on the flagship of Sports Talk, and also play-by-play coverage of LSU, Tulane Saints, and many more. Follow that Sportscaster. Also Twitch. Also follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Skype. Let's scroll down and follow us on LinkedIn, and follow us on Blogspot. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Friday afternoon. We'll be back later with the Friday night high school football show on Sportscaster and StreamYard. And also tomorrow we'll have the Tulane and Army game. That will be 11 a.m. audio stream only. So that will be audio stream, no video for that game. So we'll be audio streaming. So Everybody have a good rest of your Friday afternoon. We'll be back later.